Anyone type away? What do you think is a college profile? Exactly. Very good. Extracurricular activities, GPA, self-ability to college. Beautiful. These are wonderful, wonderful answers. Yes. Yes, you are correct. You are correct. Yes, they're all pieces of the puzzle, but you got the answers, but I'm going to put it all together. Okay. So let me tell you one thing is great grades and test scores are not enough. Okay, it's not enough. It's one of the important things, but it's not enough. And I will show you different examples and everything. Please get it out of your head that grades and test scores are the only things that will land you in college in the States. It's not that at all. And what have I learned from college visits, right? What are the admission officers looking for? That's the first thing I ask them, like after doing the visit, is what are you looking for? And they will be very open and they will tell you what they're looking for. So these are the things that they've told me. What is your passion? Number one, what is your passion? What are the unique qualities that you bring? Unique, fairly unique. Everybody is unique, okay? Please, we don't want, they don't have to be cookie cutter. They're all unique. What impact have you done so far? What impact? Okay, and what is your potential, right? Your application has to sing these qualities, right? So these are like some underlying qualities that are there along with your grades and your test scores, right? But it seems very, very vague, right? And I'm going to break it down into different steps that you need to take. Okay, so these are the essential questions that college admissions ask. And I will tell you certain things that they also say. They want to see research. And I asked them, why is it that you want to see research? What's so great about research? They are like, this generation are surface learners, right? They don't learn things very deeply. And doing research means you've gone into depth. It's not like they expect you to have a cure for cancer or something, but they expect that effort to be taken. Got it? And also they look for like passion projects and community service. That's something that they absolutely look for. Okay. Now that I've told you all that, now how do we break it down? Yes, they want to see passion. Yes, they want to see commitment. Yes, they want to see uniqueness. How do we do that? And this is where I'm going to show you, break it down into steps. Okay, so these are the 5 ways that you can do that. Okay, number 1 is planning out for all 4 years. You don't say, oh, this is 9th grade, I'm only going to do this. No, you work backwards. In fact, when I map out be it course or any extracurricular activities, I put in all 4 years. Right? Then next is research. How can you incorporate research in your profile? 3 is a passion project. Whatever you do in your research also becomes a part of your passion project. So that's okay. And also, if you have internships or employment, and they told me that they like to see students going out of their comfort zone and working somewhere. It does not have to be a very fancy internship in IBM or something. Even going and working in Target or Macy's, they like that. My student worked in Dunkin' Donuts. He's in Vanderbilt. Got it. And my student worked as a cashier. She was folding clothes in Macy's. She got a lot of scholarships. I had a student who said, Joe, I didn't do much. I picked dog poop. I'm like, why did you pick dog poop? She's like, oh, there were senior citizens who their dogs were getting overweight. They were too old to walk them. So that's what I did. She got scholarships, right? And showcase your unique talent. These are the 5 things that you need to remember while building a profile. Okay, and I'm going to expand into them. Any questions, please type them away. I'll certainly address them. Number 1 is planning for all 4 years, not just ad hoc. Oh, I found this, I have to do this. Like parents going haywire. Oh, my child needs to absolutely have this. I'm somehow hook or crook going to do that. No, you need to be very strategic and surgically plan it out. Okay, so 9th grade, number 1, you find your specific interest. 9th grade is about figuring out. And I have parents who ask me, can I get an internship for freshmen? No, they're not ready. There is a time and place for everything. Freshmen, they're not ready for any kind of internships or working in a company, right? Then you need to map out your course load for all 4 years. That's the mapping out. Oh, you're going to do AP chemistry or AP biology. What is the prerequisite? You map it out before. What is the math path you're going to take? All 4 years, you've got to map it out. And then you can go about changing it. But you can't say, I'm going to just plan for 10th grade. I'm just going to plan for 11th grade. No, it doesn't happen like that. You do everything at once, right? And then effective learning strategies. I cannot emphasize enough that nobody teaches them these like study skills. How are they going to take on the AP load? AP is a college credit. It's a college course that you're taking in high school, right? And you need to have that kind of study skills, discipline, and everything like working memory, metacognition. I would love to have a whole meeting on executive functioning skills, but I just don't have the time today. I will schedule another one, which is executive functioning skills, which I teach, and that's very, very important. Right? I teach them the methodology by Shannon Soldo. She is a University of Southern Florida professor. She was given a grant to sort of do a research on how students can enhance their learning in the IP and the AB curriculum. So she's come out with a whole research, and I use that and I teach my students how to go about it. Right? And also they need to pursue activities that they're passionate about. Anything that they like, they try, right? It does not have to be, just try. You don't like it, go switch, make mistakes, like it's okay, right? 9th grade is all about like testing waters, right? 10th grade is, of course, you need to keep up your grades, challenge yourself, start preparing for the test. Then you look for leadership opportunities. Okay, you don't become a leader until the junior year. Like, for example, my oldest son used to go to a volunteering opportunity. My younger son is going now because both of them used to go together. The younger one used to tag along. It's called Team Children. So my son started off young, like very, very, very lower. Then he became a director of that organization. So it is gradual. You can't say, oh, where are the leadership opportunities? Let me apply for them. No, you got to be in a place, show consistency, commitment, only then leadership comes, right? It's not an overnight thing. This is one thing that I get from parents. Okay, what is the time commitment? Okay, how long will it take? You parents expect everything to be shown to them, like drawn down the map, only then they'll make a decision. Stop being that. Stop asking how much is the time commitment. It's endless. When you get passionate about something, you forget about time. Right? So time is immaterial. They have time to play video games. They can as well put in the time for that, right? So that is something. And there are no shortcuts. There are no overnight things. You've got to work at it. And you've got to be consistent. Oh, I got this National Honor Society. Should I go? National Junior Honor Society. Anything you do, it's got to have the commitment, the time that you put in, and it's not an overnight thing. Okay. Then creating a college list just to sort of know what colleges you want to go to. Then 11th grade, of course, the junior year, October, you take the PSAT. It's not the SAT. Then academics are important. Then in the junior year, you fine-tune your extracurricular activities. It's like, okay, I've done all these things. I'm going to just stick to 2 or 3 and go deeper. There's another thing that I teach my students is being a generalist and a specialist. Okay, generalist is he's done everything. Little. He has 20 activities that he's done. He's just touched everything. Then you have a specialist, okay, who's gone deeper into 2 or 3 activities. Okay, so the specialist is the one that the colleges are looking for. Again, it takes time. It takes time, right? So yes, then you build your college resume, you work on your writing skills, then summer you look for internship opportunities, okay? Then in the 12th grade, it's all about applying for colleges and writing the 10,000 essays that are there, right? I'm going to start my counseling program soon. I'm waiting on the acceptances from the colleges. Then all these things is what you do in the senior year. Any questions about planning for all 4 years? No? Okay, a quick water break. Okay, next I'm going into research. Why do colleges like to see research? Why? Can anybody answer that question? Why? Okay. Okay. Intellectual curiosity, very good, Rohan, deeply learning, absolutely. Intellectual curiosity, that's number one thing that the colleges are looking for. So it shows them that you have made an attempt. See, they are not looking for an end result, cure for cancer, or solving anything. It's the intent, it's the effort, right? That is needed. So that's intellectual curiosity. Next is persistence. They know that research is not overnight. Okay, it's not an overnight thing. It takes deep concentration, a deep amount of learning. So they know that while doing research, you're developing these skills, right? So that's why they like it. That's the second reason, persistence. Okay, third is critical thinking. Like they often, colleges want critical thinkers and problem solvers, whatever it is, right? Thinking out of the box, right? So that you get with research. Right? It makes you supremely uncomfortable. I love research. I tell my students, go be an Alice in Wonderland, get lost in it, be frustrated, cry. I'm sorry, not cry, but sort of confusion, chaos. That is when solutions come, right? If you're very comfortable, you're not going to push yourself, right? So critical thinking is something that you acquire through research. Next is the passion project, right? A passion project is something that is literally, I can show you like so many of my students, not great grades, but passion project got 80K. I'm going to show you her acceptance letter, right? You live in it. You pretty much eat and breathe in your passion, right? Time is immaterial. You forget about the time when you're deeply involved in your passion. And there are students who do that, and colleges pick them. Okay? What are passion projects? These are projects that are outside of your curriculum. They're not part of the school, your teacher, or anybody. This is something that you're doing on your own. You're building a drone or something like that. I'm just going to give you an example. You did something, you're curious about cryptocurrency. You're going to go do something about it, right? You'll start a YouTube channel, a podcast, or you write a blog, whatever it is. It's an effort to follow you're deeply passionate about, okay? Then why do colleges like to see that? Why? Number one is initiative, right? It's you took the initiative, like to learn something. It's got to be fun, okay? It's got to be completely fun. That is there, right? That's important. Creativity. It shows them creativity. You're an out of the box thinker, right? So these are some things that are needed. So what are colleges looking for is that uniqueness. What is it? What is so special about you, right? That is one thing. I had Sanya. So she combined her love of books with diversity. She was a diversity advocate. So she used to have book clubs where she used to get students to talk about difficult things. She picked the book. The first book was We Are Free by Tracy Chi. It's about diversity, transgender, all that stuff. And she used to invite students. She used to get like 15 or 20 students and who used to read that book and critically discuss about it. So that's passion. That was her jam, right? So that's what colleges are looking for. And of course, interest. What are you interested in? Something, do something about it, something concrete, that's tangible, that's you showing results. Right? And it'll be addictive, right? This is where I say time is ephemeral. Time is you forget about time. It should be addictive, right? So addictive. Next is internships, right? Internships internships or even employment. Don't think it has to be a fancy internship where they wrote a Python, like an AI, they did AI. Right? I want my child to do AI. That's not what we are looking for, right? We're looking for simple things as well, but they want experience because they want to see this because it's a real life experience, right? They are employees. I have internship program where I give them offer letter. I get called by the employment office to verify their employment. It's an employment. It is. So they like to see that you've taken responsibility because you have to be professional. You have to contribute, right? It's a little bit of adulting, right? Taking responsibility, right? It's a temporary employment wherever you go, even working in Dunkin' Donuts, right? Saket got into Vanderbilt and he wrote that he had to learn how to like put up with that pressure environment where in Dunkin' Donuts, a constant amount of people, he had to learn to brew and everything. So it's responsibility, right? So yes, it can be anywhere where you work. Then there's character growth, right? It's like your integrity is growing, your commitment is growing, your self-motivation, all these things are growing. So that is why they like to see these. It's not like it has to be there. If there's some other thing that you can uniquely showcase your character, perfect. Got it? It's just a vehicle that I'm showing you, okay? Then, of course, career. And also, if you're pursuing internship and it's in line with the major that you're applying, it's fantastic. So my students who apply to business majors, I place them in actual businesses. Because if you see, I'm sorry, not Chicago, UMich Ross School of Business, it asks a student to submit a business plan. Got it? So what I do is I have a business plan template. I give it to my students so that they can go work with the company and create a business plan, right? So my student Sanya, she worked in a company called Treppa, which is a travel company. She created a business plan. She was a business intern. Right. So that's very, very important. And I have a whole internship program that I start in summer. I already have research internship, right? So students who've already done research, they come back to my program and they mentor students who are in the process of writing. They help them. It builds leadership. They help them like verify their paper, go over the draft. If something is confusing, how do I do it? All that my research interns do for the mentees. Got it? So leadership is number one thing that they gain with the internship. Okay. So I know I'm going fast. Don't worry. I have a lot. Like I said, I'm overloaded with, like, my husband's like, you have 60 slides. You're going to kill them. I'm like, no, I have so much content to share. Right. So don't worry. You will have the recording. I will be telling this many times. It'll come to you. Okay. Next is showcasing your unique talent. Oh my God. I'm going to show you something that's like so unique. I was just blown away. Okay. It's like a very special talent or a hobby. Okay. It can be so quirky. Please don't think that they have to be just coders or mathematicians or things like that. No, colleges like to see any or every talent, but you should have put significant amount of time in it. Got it? So yes, I have to tell you this. Mahi was my student. She spent the pandemic training her parakeet. Parakeet. Her main essay was on training the parakeet, and she got like 60K or a lot of scholarships from all colleges. Got it? So it's that. And then Sidhu, he was very passionate about prosthetics. He did his research on prosthetics. Then he did. He went a step further. He started working with organizations to see if he can ship prosthetics to India in the developing countries, right? So he was very he wanted to solve the problem because it's so expensive, right? So that was Sidhu. He got a lot of scholarships everywhere as well. But it's the passion, right? Then mental health initiative. I'm going to show you her acceptance letter. She had very average grades, but then she had a neuroscience initiative called Neuroscience Initiative, which was deeply passionate about mental health and everything. And she got 80K in scholarship, and I'm going to show you what the admission officer told her about. And this is a very interesting thing. I had Rochelle, he got into everywhere, of course, full ride pretty much everywhere. He learned how to cut his hair during the pandemic, and his essay was on how he was trying to cut his dad's hair. He's like, Dad has only so much hair. How am I going to cut it? Like, yeah. We highlighted that, right? Any other parent was like, what? Oh my God, it's so, No, colleges like to see that because you've done something out of your comfort zone. You've spent significant amount of time in mastering a skill, okay? And that shows you're a learner, right? That shows character, okay? So, okay, now a quick knowledge check. Okay, now tell me, which one do colleges pick? Which one do you think a college would prefer? An academic prowess one, a student with just great grades, fantastic grades, but just very average, predictable activities in his profile. Okay, that is student one. We're not putting down anybody. Okay, please don't think that. It's just a knowledge check. Okay, so, or is it the second student who has exceptional activities like average grades, but exceptional activities like passion project, research, done a lot of things. Yes, you're getting there. You won it. You passed the test. This is the one. Got it? It's this. And this is how my students have won tons and tons of scholarships. I don't discriminate kids. Everybody's welcome. I have students from IEP in the specialized plan, 504, exceptional students, below average students, they all have done very, very well. Okay. Okay, so I have to show you this acceptance letter from Duke. It says, I enjoyed reviewing your application and the admissions committee was impressed with your innovative projects and research prowess. So what does this say? Colleges are looking for the projects and research, okay? Next is, I told you about the student. She got 80K from St. Mary's College. Yeah, and okay, and look at the handwritten thing. We admire your dedication to mental health work as it serves as a testament to your caring and dedicated character. You see that? It's handwritten. That's the impact of a passion project. Okay, does it make sense? Does it make sense? Yes, no, maybe? Give me hands up, thumbs up, thumbs down. Give me some love. Give me some love. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So